The Varina Blue Devils battle it out for back-to-back state basketball championships. Welcome to SportsWire. I'm Will Catterley. Keep that same energy. That's been the motto for Varina's boys basketball team all season. It's been a rallying cry that hasn't rung empty to the battle-tested club. One could argue that if Varina did not keep that same energy, they wouldn't even be in the state championship game against EC Glass. On the contrary, Varina needed every bit of high-energy play to get by Hermitage and take the win over Kings Fork. Thursday night, under the bright lights at the Stew, would be no different if the Blue Devils hope to be crowned state champions for the second consecutive year. So to the Siegel Center we go. State championship on the line. Back-to-back state championships on the line between Varina and EC Glass out of Lynchburg. And by the way, you will not see extended highlights anywhere else than right here on SportsWire. Why? Because, well, we've got the time. Speaking of the time, it was time for Malachi Cosby. If Varina was going to win this game, they would need him to ball out. Ball out he did. Speaking of which, great job on the defensive end for Varina most of the night, especially in the interior, in the paint. And then this guy, Mr. Dependable, gets it to go, plus the foul, KJ Weish. And Varina with a 10-6 lead. Yeah, defensive first quarter after one. Second quarter, here comes EC Glass. The Hilltoppers out of Lynchburg. They're pretty good. Aiden Treacy connects for two down low. They would score in transition when they could get steals. This was a knockout, drag-down fight. Knockdown, drag-out, whatever you want to call it. Derricott connects for two in the second. Still second quarter highlights. This guy's going to be a problem. Number 3 with the pass. Amandre Harris, he finds Aiden Treacy for 3. Got it. And then Varina, steal. They had several on the evening. Still second quarter highlights. KJ Weish looking, finding, firing, popping, and hitting. Dominique Coleman only scored 7 points on the night, all 7 in the first half. Every point paramount. Trust me. By the way, I said this guy's going to be a problem. He is. Probably at the next level in college, too. Amandre Harris, you will see him light it up. He was almost unguardable. Varina would have to front him and deny him the basketball if they wanted a chance to stop him. Want more Harris? Varina does not. EC Glass on the comeback trail. Harris hitting everything. Glass, more Harris. Harris, stop, pop, nothing but nylon. Amandre Harris had 31 points. The next leading scorer, he had 7. Varina answers. Down low, mentioned him early. Dominique Coleman for 2 of his 7 first half points. And then Coleman on the steal. Coleman, coast to coast, lays it up and in. Varina back on top. Blue Devils, EC Glass, seesaw affair all night long. That one was right at the buzzer. And the Blue Devils with a 4-point lead. Yeah, this one would be close throughout. 26-22. Glass down 4. Hop, skip, jump, Harris, money. Again, 2 of his 31, and he was pretty pivotal in the second half as well. How about the star who took down Kings Fork almost single-handedly, Jerome Conway? He had a big night. Double digits for him. He scores 2 down low, and then Malachi Cosby, get out of the way of that freight train. Nobody wants to be in Cosby's way. He connects for 2. Malachi, a double-double on the night. More on him later. 15 points, 11 rebounds. More for Varina. Third quarter, nothing but an eye along the long J for Conway. JC connects. Varina would have a 9-point lead in the third quarter, but Harris and EC Glass, Hilltoppers, not going anywhere. He connects from 3. KJ looking for an answer. Fires, connects. KJ Weish, 14 points. That's strong. Although Weish can get up to 30, right? Cosby. Nice feed. The extra pass pays dividends. Cosby connects once again. Back comes EC Glass. Third quarter. From 3 in the corner, he got it. Let's go, he says. Number 2, Camp Connor. Camps in the corner. 45-40 Varina. 8 minutes for a championship. Varina by 5. Harris. Cooler than the other side of the pillow. He knocks down that long J. Varina clinging to a lead. They need help. They need answers. They need their superstar. He was there. Good for 2. KJ Weish. Harris. Oh man, the blow by speed. Connects for two. Harris, EC Glass within distance. Varina kept coming up with answers. Cosby gets it to go and the foul. Not only did Cosby have 15 points, 11 rebounds, he also had 4 steals. Later, it's Weiss for 2. Count it and the foul. The only problem with Weiss's game in the championship, missed free throws that he usually makes. And Glass would take advantage of some missed free throws. That too, by, you guessed it, Omandre Harris gets Glass up by 1 with 22 seconds to play. What do? Keep it with the star. KJ Weiss for 2. Varina's up by 1 with under 20 seconds to go. Let's go, says KJ. But EC Glass gets the final chance. Corner 3, no. Rebound, no. Rebound by Varina. Foul on the court, and the Blue Devils can taste it. All they got to do is hit their free throws, but he missed it. Oh, but Derrickott, a massive rebound. Huge, 8 points, 8 boards on the night. None bigger than that rebound right there, because then Derrickott calmly knocks down both free throws. Varina up 59-56 with seconds to go. Still one more chance for Glass. The inbounds pass. Oh, Harris stepped on the line out of bounds. Keep that same energy. Varina does, and Varina wins it. They survive. They don't just advance, they take it all the way down. For the second year in a row, tears of joy for Cosby. Varina are your state champions, 59-56.
You know, we've been winning for at least the last 5 or 6 years. Maybe not the state, but in our mind, we've been always competitive. I'm just happy we was able to go back-to-back this season. I think the seniors drove us today. Miles, Derrickott, Josh, we did a good job today. We were resilient. I mean, after last, Monday's dog fight, I thought we'd be prepared for this, but just happy, man.
Yeah, so I had to seal the deal. I wanted to do this for my brothers, my family, my coaches. I want to give thanks to the man above, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But hey, it was a good game. It was a close game. We fought through adversity the whole year. We fought through adversity this whole game, and we just came out with a W.
Hey, all I can say is, bro, when I'm on the court, I had a mentality. You got to be a dog, bro. Once you're a dog, you got to be a dog mentality. You got to get everything, get rebounds. You got to do what it takes to take a charge. You got to do what it takes to win. And that's all that matters the most. I love these guys, like, with all my heart.
And now it's time to hoist the hardware. Congratulations to the Varina Blue Devils, the 2023 Class 4 state champions. It was not only a big year for Varina winning the state title yet again, but also for several Henrico teams. 4 county teams made it to the state playoffs, including the Glen Allen guys and girls. The ladies made it to the state semifinals for the first time in school history. The Highland Springs guys team also won the regional championship and advanced to the state semifinals. There were plenty of accolades for so many teams and individuals, so let's take a look back at the best in basketball here in Henrico. And with that, spring sports has sprung. And what better way to start out than some baseball talk with last year's state champion, Douglas Freeman. Can the Mavs do it again this year? That's coming up, plus Hermitage meets Henrico on the diamond for their opener. Highlights are straight ahead.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Well, if you're a fan of Freeman baseball, last year's championship game against Glen Allen will never be forgotten. But as amazing of a year it was, this is a new season with plenty of new faces. And Coach Ray Moore knows his Mavericks will take on several talented teams from across the region. Last chance, Glen Allen. Strike three, swing and a miss. And the Mavs, for the first time in school history, a school that started in 1954, they have won the state baseball tournament. Last year was truly a historic season for Douglas Freeman baseball.
Yeah, it was really special to, be able to share that moment with my father, with my family, and obviously the many coaches that have been on the staff for so many years, and players who've had older parents or brothers or siblings who've come through the program as well and through the doors at our school. It was really cool.
But now it's a new year, and Coach Moore hopes that Freeman can ride the momentum of last season's success, but also focus in the here and now.
And so it's a new opportunity and a new challenge. We're glad we had some experience last year to play in the postseason, but this is entirely new, and it's not something that we can necessarily say that we're building off of something we've done in the past, because we have to start fresh, just like everybody else this year.
And starting out fresh may be an understatement. Freeman graduated a record 13 seniors from last year's state championship team. But they still have plenty of position players back in play.
Returners from last year, Lee Sowers had a really strong season for us last year at shortstop. He's also a right-handed pitcher, so we anticipate that he'll be a mainstay in the lineup this year. Also coming back are Ryan Bland, who played some outfield for us and pitched last year, can also play third base and a little bit of infield, as well as Ryder Warren, who played in the outfield for us last year. Jonah Herbert played DH for us last year, is going to slide into first base this year most likely, and Miguel Martin is sort of a utility player who played some for us in center field last year. So all of those guys had some opportunities last year as sophomores and juniors to get into the lineup and get their feet wet a little bit, and so we're looking forward to what those guys are able to do this spring, and obviously some other guys we hope will come along as well.
That core leadership will be key to the Mavericks' success.
We try to develop a culture that we feel like will give us the best chance of success, and there are certain things we want to be done correctly, and the older players teach the younger players those things. But at the same time, we're also cognizant of the fact that there are a lot of other good teams in Henrico County and in our region that are doing the same things, and we need to be as well prepared as possible when we face those teams, because they're going to be huge challenges for us, and I hope they feel the same about us. It's a process, and that's what we try to tell the kids is each week we want to be a little better than the preceding week, and we have to grow as a team throughout the year. And if we can grow as a team throughout the year and stay healthy, that's the other piece to it, and gel as a group, then there's an opportunity at the end of the year to be our best version of Freeman baseball for this year. And once that happens, we'll let the chips fall where they may, and hopefully good things happen.
There are plenty of talented teams this year that can give Freeman a run for their money. And ironically, the Mavs' first game of the season comes against rival Glen Allen.
We got a chance to play them 4 times last year, and we're open again with them this year. But I think it's the same with just about all the schools in Henrico County that play baseball against us. They're all good. They're all good, and I feel like we have a lot of rivalries with a lot of those schools. And they're fun baseball games. They're usually well-played baseball games, and it's just an enjoyable night in the spring to go out and watch some good teams play baseball.
Speaking of baseball, let's enjoy some baseball. Why not? It's a home opener for Hermitage. That dog will hunt very first inning. That is an RBI double. Number 8 doing the honors, Jacob Kinney, knocking one home. Hermitage would have the early lead, and they would hold that early lead. Number 6 on the mound, Sam Maxwell does well. Strike him out, sit him down. And then again in the second, he gets him swinging there. Hermitage and Maxwell having a nice day on the mound. It was cold this one. Line drive, it's a base hit next inning. In the second, the floodgates, well, they open. Brody Davis connects on an RBI single. Panthers widen that lead. Curveball right in the center of the zone. Hit high and far by Dro Posada, and that eats up the outfield. That dog will hunt. And you got runners at the corners. Warriors in trouble here. Hermitage gonna cash in. Base hit to left by Samaj Adams. 1 run scores. Here comes another. He'll score. Adams with a 2-bagger. Hermitage in control. More runs coming. And that gets through the hole. It's a base hit for Nick Sweet, and it is pretty sweet. RBI single for him. Hermitage continuing the onslaught. Still in the second. They could not get the Panthers out. That ball's a gapper. Jacob Kinney once again. 1 run scores. Here comes another. Here comes 3 runs. A 3 RBI double. And yeah, I mean, Hermitage had their hitting shoes on. Another time, base hit, this time to left field. You want to start off on the right foot, hitting the baseball. This was a good day to do it. Hayden Kuntz getting into the scorebook for Hermitage. There's a fly ball to short right. Nobody's going to get there. Seeing eye single for Brody Davis. Another couple of runs come around the score. All Hermitage on this night, as they are absolutely taking care of business. They would bat around more than once in the second inning. Still batting, still hitting. Dro Posada. I don't know if there's any relation to one of my favorite Yankees, former Yankees, Jorge Posada, but that's good for an RBI hit. They changed pitchers. That would not help matters, as that ball hits the batter, forces home a runner to score as the bases were juiced. They were loaded. And then this one also getting away. That's a walk. It drives home another. Double-digit runs for the Panthers in the second inning. They win their home opener, going away in a big way. 20-4 is your final.
We've got more spring openers when we return. The defending state champion Lady Mavs battle Powhatan in lacrosse. Plus, we hit the pitch where Glen Allen takes on Midlothian in guys soccer. That's next.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig. Welcome back to Sports Wire, and speaking of defending state champs, we're talking about the Freeman baseball team. Freeman girls lacrosse has won back-to-back state championships, and this is how their season starts. She shoots, she scores! Right where they left off. More of Grace Moore. Yes, she returns to grace her presence with the Freeman Mavs. See what I did there? 1-0 Freeman taking on Powhatan, by the way, off the restart and penalty. She shoots, she scores. She's got Ella Davis eyes. She's back as well. So we got Moore, we got Davis. Okay. Got a nice little group to get going. Firing, finding the net. Nice stop by Powhatan's keeper. Powhatan played really tough in this one. Freeman getting a save of their own. Number 95, Zara Isik with the stop. She was pretty good in that. Mavs, patient, little screen and roll action, firing, finding the back of that. She shoots, she scores. More from Grace Moore. And the Lady Mavericks take a quick 3-0 lead. And I honestly thought this was going to be a blowout coming, but
Powhatan Indians are a pretty strong group. On the run, Powhatan firing. Another big save by Isaac. The senior makes a stop, but Powhatan stays with it. And firing, finding the back of the net. She shoots, she scores. Kate Adams. She's going to be a problem for a lot of teams this season. She was a problem for Freeman. Remember defending state champs Kate Adams, haven't heard the last of her. Freeman answers right back on the restart. She shoots, she scores. It's Bridget Wilson. And Wilson is back as well. So you've got Emma Davis, you've got Eva Gardner, you've got Grace Moore, Bridget Wilson. Yeah, solid team coming back for Freeman. Can they repeat? Well, we're early in the season. She shoots, she scores. Powhatan coming right back, though. They find the back of the net. Number 13 doing the honors. And then again on the restart, again, number 12. Once again, it's Kate Adams. Kate was a leading scorer for Powhatan in this one, and she keeps Powhatan close. Very close. 4-3 Freeman after the first half. We go to the second. Switching sides now. Nobody can stop number 18, Bridget Wilson. He only hopes to contain her. She shoots, she scores. Whenever Freeman needed something going, Bridget Wilson was the answer. And she was once again. That extended Freeman's lead to 5-3. Back to Kate Smith. She shoots, she scores once again. And again, she was the answer for Powhatan. But the Maverick ladies showing their championship pedigree early in the season opener. That's always a good sign. The pass, the firing and finding the back of the net. She shoots, she scores. Ella Davis punctuates Freeman's victory with that goal to give them a little breathing room. They go on to take this one. 10-6 is your final. Well, let's head to the pitch now. Boys soccer home opener for Glen Allen taking on, well, a really good Midlothian team. And I think as the season goes on, we've got a few clues as to why they are. Early on, though, the Jags were generating chances. Shot right on net. Johnny on the spot is Midlow's keeper. Trojans keeping out of harm's way. First 10 minutes really belong to Glen Allen in this one. Header right on, and it falls to the legs eventually of the Trojans to get out of the way. And then Midlow trying to get out of their zone. Jags another chance, and the shot right on target, but right at the keeper. So Glen Allen foiled again by the Midlow D and their keeper. Another chance. Again, the first 10 minutes belong to the Jags. Firing, just goes high and wide. Jags would not score. Midlothian, though, took a lot of advantage of their opportunities. Check it out. Going to center this one in. And then he shoots, he scores! Goal! First of the season for Midlothian, and number 9, Dylan Brattain Jones finds the back of the net. 1-0 Midlow, and whoa, did you just see that? You'll see more of that in a minute. What a save! Glen Allen's keeper was tremendous on this night. Number 13, yes, he does this routinely with his throw-ins. Unbelievable. His name is Lars Hogue. It's either Hogue or Hodge. I'm going to go Hogue. But that's pretty crafty, isn't it? Another chance right here, still in the first half. Blistering shot. Keeper saying, come on, D, would lead to this kind of corner. And falling to the feet of Midlothian. Shot saved, but the putback, he shoots, he scores. Oh, captain, my captain, number 20, Connor Reed, the big, tall defenseman, finds the back of the net. 2-0 at the half. Second half, trouble brewing here for the Jags. The skies would open later. The pass in the defensive end, you've got to take care of the ball. Yikes. Steal it, score it. He shoots, he scores. Dylan Jones, his second of the night. Midlothian would score a few more goals before the end of this one, and they win at Glen Allen to start the season. 5-0 is your final.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter and watch on YouTube. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.